What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. So I've got a good one from Destro Reborn: Why Men Are Avoiding the Nightclub Scene and Modern Women Are Hating It. So let's get into this.
To a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about how the club isn't fun like how it used to be. And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes? I don't know, but they're not there, and that's cool. Not like I care.
And that's cool, not like I care.
Why is there such a drastic increase in men avoiding the nightclub? I mean, I could give you the politically correct answer if that's what you seek. No, but you demand straight facts.
Give me the bottom line. Give me the truth straight up, no chaser.
The truth is, the modern nightclub is no longer efficient for our purposes. I mean, efficiency literally means achieving maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort or expense. Now, if I ask you to calculate all of your recent club experiences, would you deem them efficient? I mean, let's be frank. How much money have you wasted for subpar tenderloin extraction? Let's do the math. You and a group of friends pool your money together to lease a booth, a few bottles, and a disease-infected hookah. Be honest, how much baseline tenderloin did you and your squad obtain from this investment?
So I don't know if y'all saw, but there's this whole discourse going on Twitter talking about why do clubs suck now and why does club culture suck now? And we gonna get into it because I'll tell you why club culture sucks now.
And I finally put some water on my face. I was like, we got grenades, man.
Meanwhile,
And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes? I don't know, but they're not there.
I mean, are we honey badgers or are we peacocks? Do you fully understand the buying power you just exhausted and how much that same investment would yield you in other markets abroad? I apologize, I'm somewhat triggered.
Industry and nightlife culture around the world is slowly dying. Here are 10 reasons why, but also, David, will it ever come back?
a few moments later.
People are primarily saving up their funds for larger festivals or bigger trips, potentially trips overseas to travel.
Yeah, I mean, people are saving up for trips to Latin America, South America, to Asia.
Passport bros?
Passport bros, but also to Tokyo.
Passport bros?
Passport bros, but also to Tokyo.
And here's the thing, man. Most men are just like, why should I go to a club and just get rejected? So I'm just gonna take my dollars where it makes sense and I'm gonna head overseas. Yes. So I don't blame the men. Why go to these nightclubs? It's never been a return on your investment. It's always, majority of the times, it's a loss. So I don't blame these brothers. I don't blame expats, because that's what really it is. Even if Passport Bros is like, okay, it's this phenomenon, but it really isn't. It's just another X word for expat. So that's pretty much it. So let's see.
To this day,
To this day,
modern women cannot give us a clear distinction between a man being assertive versus a man being quote-unquote abusive. Because what's right and what's wrong all depends on if she finds you attractive.
I feel like what you see, the men are different. The men are much more
respectful now, because like before you could you be dancing and then afterwards you're like, oh, I could like I hear doing the most work.
Sir, grab this wine.
No, but if you know what, then come
but
in.
it's for wine, no, like this
I love
the
watching.
whole touching thing, because I always used to have an SVD and it used to make me so annoyed when you pass people, they got you.
Yeah, that's
it.
Hands up, girl.
I was surprised when somebody told me hang.
Honestly,
it was very.
I'm kind of confused. You guys sound like you're upset. You don't get
no, because now
anymore.
look, when we get touched, it was annoying.
You
but
wanted to get bum
no,
rush?
but you
don't want
go
to get bum
into
rush.
the complete opposite side. You need a balance. Don't touch me up disrespectfully.
Right.
But pull up on me. Pull up. You can just walk.
If you're not her type, then be prepared for those Trey Songz or Cuba Gooding Jr. allegations in the near future.
One man's flirt, depending on how he looks and presents, is another man's sexual harassment.
Yes.
And we are not doing a good job as women being able to explain why it's sexual harassment versus being an attractive opportunity.
To this day.
Men are frustrated. Men are not understanding what is the difference and why am I a threat if I'm being kind to you. So because of your behavior, women, I am now going to pull back my finances and resources. I'm now going to reduce my presence. I'm going to reduce my intentions, my efforts, because I don't want what my intentions are in terms of creating connection with you to be misconstrued as sexual harassment because you don't like how I look. I'm not your type.
The nightclub is not only boring, but it's dangerous. Risking your future for a 200-pound 5 or a single mother 6 is next level ludicrous.
You got that right, Destro, man. That's another reason why, going to nightclubs, it's like a loss, an L, because yeah, you got to deal with a 300 pound darked out or an offensive lineman, and then you have to deal with oh, you sexually harassed me. Oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. Oh, I'm gonna call the authorities on you. And you like wondering what did I do? So yeah, men are just frustrated with this thing. They're just like, nope. And as I check my DMs, my buddy's like, "Yep, look at this robot, a robot." I was like, "Yeah, yeah. Look at the skin. You can replace the face." I was like, "Holy moly!" I mean, if somebody figures out how that robot game goes and how you can program the chick, and the skin is just like really smooth. I mean, like, dang, and you could program it the way you want as a man. And you'd be like, screw this. I don't want to deal with the real thing. Even people say, oh, you need the real thing. No, then sooner or later, we're going to have like basic conversations. Hey, I have this robot. You want to borrow this one and clean it up, and then I'll borrow your robot. Look, that conversation is going to happen sooner or later. Just wait and see.
Oh, wait, it seems like we just received some breaking news. Cobra is now reporting that Monica Leon Danger from the Love of Ray J has attempted to jump the wall of no return. Unfortunately, according to eyewitnesses, she's failed. Oh, so close.
We're now going to take you live to the scene.
So I'm actually going to just start documenting because this will be a teachable moment for other victims. Because I'm not the only wife out there that has a debilitating disability that can't get out of her marriage. I'm on my way to the food bank to get food because I have no food in my house because my husband got me fired from my job. And
let me be the first to say our thoughts and prayers go out to another brave post-war survivor. But let's get back to our regular programming.
I'm going to club space by myself, so I'm going to document this whole thing. This is the 5th.
A few moments later.
But I'm just trying to vibe, so I don't really care. But something that gives me the ick in space is when someone's trying to talk to me. Like, why are you talking to me? Like, do not talk to me right now. This is not the place for conversation. Like, this is like, please.
Yep. Glad that went well.
Please be quiet. I can't stand it.
I have a question for my millennials or my Generation Xers, really anybody older than Gen Z. What did the club used to be like? What did the club used to be like? Because now, it's sections all over the place. People be acting scared to dance. Everybody just going to take pictures, pop bottles. What was the club like before sections?
I've seen several posts about how the club scene is dead, how people in their early 20s to early 30s are extremely lonely. And I think there's a correlation between those two things. I used to be part of the club scene back in 2007 through 2011. First of all, there was no Bumble or Tinder or anything to that effect. If you wanted to meet people, be it friends or people that you want to date, you had to physically get out of the house. When you went to these clubs to interact with people, it wasn't something where you could swipe and text and all sort of stuff. You're physically right there with people. And if you saw a woman, you'd ask her to dance. If you caught her eye, her and her friends would probably be dancing around you, and you guys would wind up, mingling with them at that point in time. But it was magical because you really got a sense of who you were dealing with right in person. You knew immediately whether or not you had chemistry with the person because you'd be talking to them and dancing with them for, maybe an hour or two, So I really hope that the club scene comes back because I think that it will be something that benefits people in their early 20s to early 30s, just the way it did for us.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try. So here.
Yep, and shout out to Destro Reborn. But yeah, the club scene, I don't know if it's gonna even come back to that because with the emergence of social media, you know, and emergence of all this technology, I don't know if we getting back in the club is gonna work. And with the way things are with modern women, we're like, no, we're gonna just roll out. Even when you're overseas, I'm like, nah, I don't need to go to the club because you could just kind of go out and about and then you could run into people, you know, socially. So, yeah, but, TikTok brain and all that stuff, yeah, you just have to just, wisely choose how you're going to go about. So, yeah. But once again, shout out to Destro Reborn. And if any of you enjoyed any of this content, please give me the HKO special. Help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. And wherever you are, stay safe. And I'll see you in my next